Hey guys, and welcome to the Tuesday stream. I am clipping my microphone out as a little bit too close to me. Let's turn that down. I do know that the game noises are probably a little bit loud as well. I have been recording other games and things have been changed a little bit. Let's just come up here and turn my masters down just a little bit. If that's still too loud, let me know. Things can change. Hello the video watchers. Hello the stream watchers. How is everybody doing out there? Of course, Tuesday stream, back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. Today we are... Let's get in the right save. Where is it taking me? Does anybody see it pop up with a menu there? I must have just double-clicked. Today, we are going to make the Atlas. Hey, Wick, how are you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I hope everybody out there is doing wonderful. I'm a little bit stressed myself. None of this will be working because none of that's right. I want to quit without save. I don't know. We probably just completely destroyed a save there. We'll have to figure out what's going on with that at some point. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I've got an exam at like 9 o'clock tomorrow morning about how stars die and how we see the light from that and how it gets like messed around with special relativity and stuff like that. It's all very interesting stuff, but as I'm sure you can imagine, it's not the most easygoing of things. That's fine. As I say today, welcome back to the KSP. We are here at the American spaceport. I still don't know how to change port. Is it this one? Wait, I clicked something. Is it this one? No, I really thought that was going to be it. I thought constructions was going to take us somewhere else. I don't know. Somewhere there might be a button that takes us somewhere else. I don't know where it is yet. I've been trying to find it. Anyway, today we're going to come into the VAB because I like the chill background music, but I actually want to open up. Let's open this one. Hello, you see you. This is you here. Hello, how's everybody doing? Again, we have a great big list of Mars missions that I want to work through. We have so far been working on the Molniya. It's this rocket. It's basically the Soyuz. And the next thing for us to do is the Atlas. The Atlas Agena specifically. Let's bring up a nice little picture here. Beautiful. Based again on an old intercontinental ballistic missile. Oh wait, do we have a picture of that? This bad boy here. This one is like the Americans' answer to Sputnik, if you will. It was in development a little bit before that, but you know, when that happened, they really stepped it up. And more importantly, we've got a list of engines and such forth down the bottom here. Of course, that's not really all we're doing because, of course, we've got the Agena D. We need to try and find out what engines that used. I believe somewhere there is another. I've got another page open that can enable us to do that. Well, anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been researching in the background. Is really what I want to tell you there. Let's go back. And so, my stream is a little bit way behind. Let's just pause that. We don't need to worry about that. And so, with that in mind, I'm going to pull off the page that told me which engines to use. That was this one here, and I'm going to put it behind the chat window so I can look at it and look at you, and then everybody's happy and we all know what's going on, and I don't have to keep like flicking back and forth to know that things are good. Alright, great. We're all set up. We're ready to go. Now, I've already had a look in here and tried to find some of the engines because I thought it might be wise to do such things. I wonder where wise is. Not seen wise. Anyway, it would be good to do such things. The problem is, so they're all the way down the bottom. We got the XLR 99 and 81. I'm looking for the 89. So actually it doesn't exist in the game pack, so we might just have to make a few liberties here. I do want to make sure that it's not like up in like Atlas or something like that. Aerojet, boom boom. Agena was actually the name of something we were trying to look for, but I don't think. Secondary propulsion system. The Agena D is definitely something that we were looking for, but no, suddenly we're not looking into it anymore. That's fine. I'm going to see what you can make in your vanilla version. Good luck, sir. The main thing that I am noticing about the Atlas, wait, if I turn this page, no, this page, is this the one with the cool picture? Have I pulled the one with the cool picture off into the background? I have pulled the one with the cool picture off into the background. I don't even know which one we're looking at now. Let me open my browser. That one? No, not that one. Let's try this again. It turns out I need a third screen turns out I need a third screen. This picture here now. So what I know is that it's a single rocket, if you will, with two sort of solid boosters on the side that don't get thrown away. I don't think they're even solids. I think they're liquids as well that don't get thrown away. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm going with. That's where I'm going to start, and that's where we're going to go with it. Hopefully, someone might indeed come through and be like, no, this is not how you're supposed to do that. But until that day, we're just going to carry on going as hard as we can. Now, one of the things that I do know specifically about this is if we come to fuel tanks and down to the procedural tanks, somewhere down here. So we've got conventional structures, we've got ISO grids, but actually what we want for the Atlas is a balloon tank. It's the big thing that it is famous for, is that if you unpressurize the Atlas, it's going to fall apart. It's going to fall apart. And you know what? Talking of falling apart, I've done the bad thing where I've put a window up in front of the chat box so I now can't see the chat and the window at the same time. It's all falling apart. But there we go. All right, so we're all good. We're all good. Now, I know we want about a 3-meter tank. Now, it's actually done in feet, obviously, because back in yon olden days. Let me just scroll up here and see if I can find it's 10 foot. Okay, so it's actually 3-point-something meters. I'm just gonna hit 3 meters. That's all I'm doing. If you don't like it, I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. So I'm seeing 75 feet in height. 85 feet in ICBM configuration. There's 2 configurations. All right, well, we're going to go for the 24 meters. That's the one I'm going to go with here. Let's first bring it up to a meter, and then 24 is a big number. Let's keep going. 3, 4, and then zoom out if we can. I mean, 24, don't get me wrong. I deal with big numbers quite often, and when I mean big numbers, like we count the number of zeros. We don't talk about how many digits are in there. Well, no, we only talk about how many digits. We don't talk about what the digits actually are, because they're meaningless. When you've got 27 zeros, who cares what the second digit is? Who cares if it's 62 or 64 million, billion, cajillion? I should learn more names beyond trillion. Is trillion the highest I can go to? Maybe. I don't know if quadrillion is a real thing. Maybe someone could help me out there. Okay, so at this point, that's pretty long. I think we just need some sort of nose cone right now. Aerodynamics. Have I figured out the nose cones? Well, kind of. It was all about putting 2 different pieces down, right? Though we've got a procedural nose cone here, and that might be better. It was the fairings I was thinking of. Maybe we shrink this a bit. To 22, and then we have a 2 meter not fairing. Why do I keep wanting to call it a fairing? Nose cone. Now that is not the right profile. That might be the right profile. Looking back at my reference picture over here, peaked is also pretty good, but I think not. Let's carry on through them to see what we can find. Sharp 1. It's looking good, but it's not quite. Oh, that's horrible. Who wants to do that? Custom. Oh, wait. We can do. Oh, we can do a thing here. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. I have no idea what I actually want to do with these, but look at this. That's very nice. So this like flanges up top, and this widens and closes some other. Oh man. Okay. All right. That's maybe one day we will play. But right now we're just going to go with like this one. I think this will do. There's supposed to be some sort of. You know what? I want to actually bring this down to 20 meters, and then we take this up to 4. I think that looks more like it. Like the Atlas is quite a lot of nose. It's got a lot of peak to it. I'm there kind of like putting my hands together trying to make a little triangle, thinking of what the word is. Well, trillion is a thing. I fancied her from yeah, I remember trillion from Hitchhikers. Indeed. I wonder how many other names like that get used in interesting ways. Yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, we are looking for the big central rocket now, and I'm going to scroll down. Let's see if we can find LR105. might be the one. Looks to be the number that is repeated quite often. So we go to the engines. Scroll down to the L's that are around somewhere. LR, there we go. 87. 87. We got a lot of 87s. 901. Lunar. Oh no. Are these too old? Powered second stage of the Titan launchers. I mean, Titan's nice, but it's not what I'm looking for. Oh, it looks like actually. Oh, I knew I should have put this together first. Looks like we don't have all of the stuff for the Atlas. Now, I'm going to just make most of it up if that's not what we can do. That's fine. That's not a problem. Should we use some Russian engines? Is that a thing? I'm just going to use the ones that are closest to. And when we figure out what's wrong with that particular situation, we will then change it. Powerful second stage of Titan. I don't think we want Titan. I want the ground stage. Aerojet developed the LR-87 engine into a liquid hydrogen engine for its prospective USO contract. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good. That might be what we want. There's a lot of LR-87s. Do you see these? I'm guessing LH2 is liquid hydrogen. LR-87 booster used on the first stage of the Titan rocket. Where's the Atlas stuff? Oh, wait a minute. I've just found something. 101. Was it 105? There we go. Oh, that's a lot easier. Turns out I don't know how to number. That's fine. I don't mind not knowing how to number live on stream. Does that mean I got it wrong down here as well? That would be hilarious. What are we looking for? No, it's still the 89. Wait. I just said the word 89 a lot up the top, right? Is that the thing? I mean, if all else fails, I use the 88s, but oh man, and I'm saying I have an exam. It's true. It is one of the cooler exams. It is definitely one of the coolest exams. It gets to talk about neutron stars and black holes and how, like, so if you have an electron running up and down a wire, right? Just think of like a radio antenna, if you will, running up and running down. It radiates in all directions, right? You can imagine like lines coming out of the electron in all directions. And if it moves forwards, the line in front of it stays the same and the line behind it stays the same. It's only really the ones at the side that kind of change. And those lines are what we call electromagnetic radiation. I got a beautiful little GIF that I could show you if I'd known that we were going to talk about this ahead of time. But it really helps visualize what an electromagnetic wave is. But the key is that it goes sort of sideways from the electron. Hey Forrest, where's Weiss? Oh, you're a little behind, but that's cool. Anyway, I'm trying to put some extra rockets down. So it goes sideways, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's called Lamar's formula. It's sort of. I want to say that it is an entry level physics thing, but we didn't do it at any point. So this is the first time I'm running into it. What's the number down here? LR, and then we want, because it said LR, and I want LR. 87 is around here somewhere. It was 87. Now I'm looking at the XLR 89. No, 91. All right, no. It's just not a thing. It's just I'm going to put the numbers 89 in here. Let's see what pops up. Ooh, XLR. Begin its first life as an Etherlox powered. This was the first US engine to use tubular wall construction for its combustion chamber as surface. The tubular wall thing, like there's a bunch of tubes that make up the engine bell, and they run the cryogenic stuff through there, and that does two things. First, it warms up the fuel for burning. That's pretty good. You don't have to put extra energy in to get it up right. But the second thing is it cools everything down. It's very nice. Beginning its life as the present. What I was saying. The LR. I'm not seeing what I'm actually looking for. Unfortunately, that is unfortunate, and I don't really know. I kind of just want to strap. Should we just try it? Should we just strap some small little boosters on the side? What solid boosters do we have here? The Nike. Oh, they are tiny. That's too small. That's too small. Can I up here cross section resource? Now, which one of these? I don't know what counts as solid fuel. Like, I just don't think they're using sugar rockets in this situation. Ooh, literally solid fuel. What's this labeled as? Solid rocket motor procedural. I mean, that's cool, but do we have any solid rocket engines procedural? Ooh. Oh, look. I kind of don't like this because it's leading me away from the actual design. But at the same time, I don't have the ability to make the real design. So let's see what we can do with this. Comparing... Ooh, let's just get up here. Do you reckon I can get the two pictures side by side? How do I open that in a new tab? Oh, it's very big. I'm never gonna be able to. Okay, that. Sorry, I'm trying to set up stuff on my on the stream here so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I want to change which window we're looking at to that one. Yeah. Who knows how big it'll be? Can I? I can't limit it. I need to figure out how to crop it. But you can see. How do I crop? No, I can't see it. We'll figure out cropping one day. But you can see I'm kind of wait that way. Kind of working on it. It's getting there. Like this bottom bit here needs to be more skirt, right, coming out, and then more of this up to about here. Maybe even double the length. Okay, well there we go. That's not where my mouse is. That over there. All right. So sometimes when watching the OBS screen on the left, I forget that my mouse over here is not over there. That gets a bit funny sometimes. Hey, these look more like they're made for it, but I don't know. This is old school stuff, right? That's the original game stuff, and I'm not sure about it. Okay, I'm just going to go with this for now. If someone who is more knowledgeable watches this and is like, no, what you should have done is this, please let me know. I'd really be interested in knowing the RL10 series. Yeah. Oh, hey, Cubic. My buddy, it's been some time. How you doing? 8, 9, 10. How's life? How's studies? You were studying, right? I believe that was a thing that you were doing. I'm gonna steal another procedural nose cone here and see what we can do about this. Bring this down to what? Ooh, it's not 1 meter. What is this? 1.3 meters. Interesting, but I'm taking it. Oh man, which way is that off? I don't like that. Don't like that. Okay, so if it's going this way, we're gonna go around here like this. So you must be. I mean, I say this because I am also. You must be onto final studies or something. Like I am beginning the first of my last 2 exams tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning. What is the stages of a supernova explosion? Well, first everything's in free fall, right? The star dies and everything starts falling down. Do you know what keeps the star burning? We'll talk about that later. Just ended 2nd year of study computer systems engineering. Ooh. So what specifically is computer systems engineering? I'm sure we've had this discussion a lot. Like, are you preparing yourself for a life coding for, I don't know, Facebook or whatever, or are you on the Cisco side in the background? Good drink. The Rutherford is the engine is the world's first electrically pumped engine. It adopts a new. Okay, all right. We're gonna see what this can do. I'm gonna be like Atlas ? Atlas ? I know question marks don't save, but we're gonna save it. This is the first. No one reminded me I was supposed to show you the Mjolnir. I got it done, guys. I got it done. Do you want to see the Mjolnir first, or do we launch this thing? Aren't I supposed to have this as being decouplable? Wait, what have I done here? What have I done? Wait. Don't you love it when you realise that you've missed like one of the most vital and foundational steps? Let's just go here and here. It's like electrical engineering, but has some computer science stuff included. It's kind of a mix between the two, and more electronic. I like that. To go to my astrophysics lessons. To get there quickly, I cut through the engineering block. And they've always got something really interesting going on there. Let's bring this down. And there's like a robotics corner. That's good. Yeah, lots of practical stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I don't think my Atlas is going to make it to orbit. I just want to throw that out here. We know how hard it is to get it to low Earth orbit. Oh wait. I'll tell you why. It's because it's got no fuel tank in it. Okay, there we go. Actually, we might make it. Can I put fuel in these? It turns out no. Okay, are we going redecorating, recolor UI? What color are we going for here? White paint? Didn't like it. Why is it not liking it? Do I need to have this selected like this? What? Why? What? Open recoloring UI. White paint. No. Okay. Oh, it is. Oh, that barely moved. Let's turn the specular down, metallic down a bit. There we go. All right, that's now making a bit more like can see stuff. Details. Oh, it's rusted a little bit. I'm not changing the palette, am I? I am changing the palette. I probably shouldn't have done that. But it looks better now. It looks better. Oh, look, we got Atlas stuff. Atlas 5. We're not doing any Atlas 5 stuff yet. We are doing the Atlas 1. We're doing line following cars. Dude, I love it. Actually love it. Let's try this again over here. Recoloring UI. That change? It's not actually. Okay, how do I change my palette? We'll figure it out at some point. But right now, we're going to bring those more into line like this. There we go. Have I made a stone rocket? Is that made of stone? Is that what we've just done here? No control. Yeah. That might have. Maybe we could put some sort of control unit on here. I don't know what counts. 3-meter guidance unit. I like the idea of the 3-meter guidance unit, but it says early, and I don't know what the early does. I don't want to hamstring myself with tech requirements when I don't need to. You know. There we go. Beautiful. Let's also. You don't hear that much anymore, do you? Beautiful. Anyway, electrical. Sorry, small little tangent there. Solar panels. A cool exam in the fridge. I like it. How's that going, mate? Moving stuff, I guess. Last I heard, there's a lot of like following instructions on the thing. Oh, indeed. Thank you very much, Forrest. Do not forget to subscribe. Very important. All right, control surface, the solar panel, and then the last thing I want to do is make sure that we can actually communicate with whom. I'm going to just take a bunch of communicatrons because why not? I don't like the way they're pointed. That's why not. I'm going to put them there. I'm going to swing them around. I'm going to pretend that we care about the airstream, right? I think that's the thing. So in future, we'll make this a fairing. Once I figure out how fairings work again. maybe I should have written down a little procedure for that. And we'll, put something. All right. So we all know Sputnik, first Russian satellite, first satellite. Full stop. Right. I suppose Soviet satellite is what I should say. I see the tilt. Do you see the tilt? I see it happening. I see it. 07. Salutes. It's going well. That must have been at least a 10-meter clearance on that nose cone there. So I'm hearing that we need some launch clamps. There's one. You got a place in industry starting in July. You got a place to live in Leeds. Good. What are you doing as your place in industry? A friend of mine, he started the course with us, but then also took. I don't want to say took year 3 out, but his year 3 was a placement year, and then he's come back to do year 3 as year 4. Yeah. Anyway, and he you know, he's gone as a physicist, and he ended up doing a bunch of chemistry, which interesting. It's how life was gone for him. Software engineering and possibly some hardware stuff. Nice. Okay, let's see how this goes. I mean, we've not fallen over immediately. It feels a little short. Compared to pneumonia, it feels a little short. 3, 2, 1, go! I totally messed up my staging, didn't I? I think we all know what's happened here. I mean, the solids are powerful. It can go without... Like, we got a full tank of liquid and no engine. How far is it going to get me? Let's find out. I'm surprised how well this has gone. Honestly, already, it's already gone incredibly well. I was expecting. Ooh, they're hugging on. They're hugging on. We've basically got the Atlas done already, which means I need to put the next thing on top. Which is the Agena spacecraft. Now, I don't know much about the Agena spacecraft. I've got to be honest. It's not one that has been in regular use whilst I have been paying attention. Unlike like the Atlas and the Soyuz, which are like rockets that I know at least what they look like. How not so much how they function, because these are like the early prototypes, right? Can I point just down? Can we just point in that direction? I would be remiss right now if I didn't wait for us to hit the ground, right? It kind of has to be a thing that we do. But yeah, like I say, these are things, and I know what the Centaur looks like, and by one of the can we turn back to the Mars missions over here? If we could, I'd be very, very grateful. Oh, things are blowing up. Got 1.5. But if you look down the side, there's a Centaur somewhere in that list, and I know what that looks like. I want to take that away so we can boom. Oh, what happened here? Hello. We're flying free. I did notice that the nose cone had broken off. I don't know how that had happened. That's an interesting one. Okay. We're still like 1.5 kilometers up, and we're only moving like what? How fast? 30 meters. I mean, that is 40 meters per second is 100 mile an hour. So, you know, we might be moving about 80, 75, something like that. We're not hanging around, but at the same time, it takes a while to drive a kilometer at 80 miles an hour, you know. What's going on over there? Debris good down. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Final bits, if we can. It's spinning around in circles. It's doing a lot, but rather than going down to the ground. Look at that lift at the last second there. Alright, well, we'll try better. I'm going back all the way to the vehicle assembly, because then when I change the stage, it stays changed, as opposed to when I do it on the launch pad, when it doesn't stay changed. Yeah, what happened here is we let go before we fired the rockets. That's not a great plan, is it? I'm also going to do something else that also might not be a great plan. No, not you. We're going to go... Oh, not that way. This way? Oh, I wish I could do it smaller. I think I can here. No, I can't. Okay, no, there's no way of doing it in smaller increments. Okay, I guess we just go like this. I've changed the staging. Let's go. Are we going to make it to orbit? I sure hope so. It takes a while for us to get to orbit in this version, though. In the real scale, I don't know if has anybody watched any of the rocket launches this week? My gosh, what a busy week it's been. For those of you that aren't aware, just to transition very smoothly here, there has been a launch of Boeing Starliner. Had a whole host of issues, but yeah, they got to the space station. 3, 2, 1, go. They got to the space station and they didn't blow the space station up, so I suppose that's all that really matters, right? Somewhat overshadowed by Starship's launch. The test flight 4 happened not yesterday, day before that, sometime very recently. Does this rocket have what it takes? I don't think this rocket has what it takes. Do you think this rocket has what it takes? I think we're going to change the side boosters somewhat. How do I get a thrust to... Can I put more of these down here? Does anybody else think this is just more than a little bit underpowered? Hang about. I'm now going back to the Wikipedia page and being like, what has happened here? What is even going on? Why is this so like, no? I mean, we're picking up speed-ish. Like, maybe downwards. I wonder if there's something like... Oh, no, we're doomed. Proper doomed. Not even a little bit doomed. This is absolutely... Wait, this is not my design of rocket. It's not something that I've built, so it shouldn't be this bad, you know? We're literally hitting the floor at the speed of sound. Crazy. Wait, revert to vehicle assembly. What? Rather than like what? Vacuum, no, definitely service. Burn time. Can we? What happens with this if we change these? I want to turn these off as well and just extend those a little bit more if we can. But slightly bigger diameter. We're gonna play with all of these. Definitely surface deflections. No, we don't need no deflections here. Yeah, the vacuum only changes the type of nozzle. The burn time and like, what's the maximum we can? Where do I get a to weight ratio? Over here? 0.4 is not... 0.24 is not the winner. Okay, here we go. We're getting down to numbers. 60 seconds is 0.8. What I really want to check is... What is that flashing? That is horrific. I want to know whether there's a tech level. That is a thing that can happen. There are various... things that need to change. That's to prevent boil off. I mean, we have got liquid oxygen, but I think we're okay because we're using it all instantly. I do know somewhere there is a way of like changing engine stuff right now. I don't think this is... I don't know what these do. Okay, we've got many kilonewtons with impulse times. I guess we just want the one with the highest impulse, which is none of these. Let's try this. That's got the highest specific impulse. I don't care that it's unthrottleable. I do very much care about this. .91 is not it, is it? That's not a winner. Assign groups, throttles, engines. I really thought, what was this again? Sorry, it was the LR 105. LR 101, 102, 129. Sometimes there's something about configurations. Yeah, look at this. Okay, let's... I'm fine with ground ignition only, but that's all pretty much the same, right? Do we have the right removal tanks? Fill the right tank. Okay, a little bit more on these then, it turns out. I don't know, 120 sounds about right, 1.1. Sorry, the thrust to weight ratio here. Obviously, I'm mostly worried about what return out engines give us. So I would like to put this up here. Look at that, a 0.2 to weight ratio. There ain't no way. LR89, no. I'm wondering whether... these want to be liquids that throw off at the side when they're done. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, Atlas modular tank. Wait, what? Wait, what? What is this? That's tiny, that's what it is. Doesn't... It's tiny. Why is it so tiny? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? What is this made for? It's not made for RSS. Literally cannot be. I'm looking for procedural balloon. Thank you. We're going to make 2 of those. We're going to feed into this side tank. Am I? Yeah, no, we're going to feed into this side. I'm wondering whether actually I just make a dummy structure on the side, which we use to carry up extra engine. You're knackered, but work is well. Yeah, fair, mate, fair. LR89s. I'm tempted just to dump one of these other ones in. It can't be... Oh, there we go. That's a /89. Do they go on here and hit? Ooh. Oh, they almost look like they're built for it. Almost look like they're built for it. Something like that. Okay, this is now feeling a little bit better. How do I, like, do we have a... Oh wait, does that not follow the same tank support? Wait, what have we got in here? Ethanol and liquid oxygen, RP1 and liquid oxygen. Oh. I was kind of hoping they'd use the same fuel types. Can I change? Do they tell us somewhere what the propellants RP1? Yeah, I mean, are we looking at the RP1 here? Ethanol, RP1, RP1, RP1. Okay, all right. This is good. What's the best one with the RP1? 290. Sorry, is 292, 293. So this is the best engine. Oh, and so much just happens in menus here. It's not the best for trying to show off to people. But what's happened here is I've put some slightly more powerful engines on the side of this middle engine, which is not powerful, but it's got the super efficiency, right? We're going to use the outside engines to lift us to a respectable orbit. What do you mean it's still not good enough? Someone's got to be lying to me about what this engine can handle, surely. LR105, yeah, very much. The sustainer, yeah. And 2 XLR89 rocket boosters. Oh, that's not these, is it? I've misread it. It's XLR, not LR. I don't know what the difference is. Presuming a fair amount of power. Now I've kind of got to lift through some rockets and hope. I mean, the Merlin's just a pretty good rocket all round to stick on the outside here. But it's a Methalox engine. Serious Kerbal question. I think they made the Kerbals the size of playability, or because making a huge player weight. So it's almost definitely takes too long. If we save the Atlas here, and if I open up the Molnir, okay, this is a rocket that I can get into orbit. Oh, is my fairing there? Yeah, the fairing might be there. So this is a rocket that I can get into orbit. Let's go take it into orbit, shall we? Let's go take it into orbit. I will speed up. I didn't realize how much the DLC's added. You've been looking for parts you don't have. yeah. That's especially with the old school stuff, right? That's what making history was all about. Okay, T. Are we good? Z. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, we got ignition and we're away. Now this is a mission that takes a while. So you're asking, was Kerbal made the size it was? For man, this is loud. Okay, resume. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Was Kerbal made the size it was for playability or because things take too long? It's almost definitely because things take too long. Now, it's going to take me a solid, I'm going to say 10 minutes to take this off. Now, it's not because I'm going to be using time acceleration and things like that. But in the real world, it takes a while. Takes a while to get anywhere, and it's not so much takes a while to I'm pushing the wrong direction. Lol, that's what's going on there. It's not like it takes a while to get up to space, because space is like 50 miles, 100 miles. Pick your number between those two, and it doesn't take long for you to get. Like, imagine you driving 100 miles. Say, let's take the big number. Like, it takes a while, but 2 hours, you're done, right? And a rocket does it in 15 minutes, something like that. But even with, that's still 15 minutes. And that's a long time for a player. Like right now, my hands aren't touching the control panel. The control pad, the keyboard, whatever you want to call it. Right now I'm not doing it. I'm going to click over here on the maneuver plan. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, 12 kilometers Apple axis when we're at 8 kilometers up. That sounds pretty good. Might want to consider holding my my attitude at the moment. Make sure that we are pointing in the right direction. But again, now I'm just almost all interesting gameplay decisions are out of my hands at this point, which is real rocketry, that's good. We don't want the pilot on board having to make split-second decisions to save the crew, right? It's one of the things that people say is immensely, and I really do mean immensely dangerous about the Virgin Galactic craft, They got a plane, a double fuselage plane that they strap a rocket to the middle of. They drop the rocket, fire the rocket, and then a human holds onto the stick and flies that rocket to orbit. You gotta remember, this thing was made for the X Prize, right? So it wasn't made to be super safe. It was made to win $1 million back whenever it was the X Prize was a thing. So the guy who met was it a Texan or someone from Carolina? I don't know. I can see the guy's face anyway. Who designed the craft wasn't really thinking about repeatability, safety, etc., etc. He just wanted to get up, do it once, and then go again the next week, because that was a requirement of the X Prize for the reusable spacecraft, right? And now they're trying to sell it with the same safety standards that an aeroplane has, and it's really not. I can't imagine, when a pilot touches the stick in a big commercial airplane, things have gone wrong. Things have gone very wrong. To the point of it is a bit of a problem that pilots don't know how to react when things are going wrong. They don't have the years of flying an airplane under their belt, because they've just been watching a pink line. I'm sure you've all, over the past however long of gaming, noticed that games with way markers and stuff lead you to not really thinking about how you do what you're doing. How many big RPG games have you played through where you've been... He's flying a Boeing. Oh, how many RPGs have you played through where at the end of it you're like, what even was that quest I just did? I walked somewhere and I think I hit someone, and you're just like, yeah, stuff happened. And you can't really remember what it was, right? I think that's a fairly standard experience in gaming nowadays. And I wonder what autopilot is doing for our pilot. It is a documented thing, right? It's at least it was like 20 years ago when I first started taking big interest in aviation. Yeah. So, do you know why stars don't collapse in on themselves? Do you even know what stars are? Stars are cool little things. Well, big things. But they're just essentially clouds of hydrogen gas, right? Like, that's all they really are. We are not going to space today, maybe? Let's just start this rocket going, shall we? I'm sure that rocket's supposed to be going. I feel like something was wrong there. Okay, well, anyway, we're just going to fly here like this. We are most of the way there. I'm going to take a 30-degree angle. Surely that's right. Surely that's right. I waited far too long. We have not got it. And this is a problem, right? With the real scale. Because I just waited for a moment. I was just like, are we going to stage now or stage in a bit? And I've gone over the top of my apoapsis, and we're now collapsing down. And we're like, 5 minutes into the flight? I was supposed to be using time acceleration, but I've been talking about other rubbish too much, so like I missed that. Yeah, and I think that's also part of the game decision to make Kerbal smaller. Hopefully we're going to get there, and it'll all be fine. I'm not even at the point where the game thinks I'm out of orbit. No, we are not going to space today, and this is the problem. If you hit your wrong ascent window, which I did because I forgot that I'm playing real scale and not regular Kerbal, and I ended up with 100-kilometer, not a 200-kilometer orbit, which is a pretty major thing. Why can't I change my craft? That's the thing. I don't know how to change my launch site. Is it you here? No, this flies me 2 different launch sites. Autopilot? It's nice, but it's not what I'm after. I hear the atmosphere, I think, or it's my PC warming up. Who knows? One or the other. I've got to go again. I've got to go again. We've got 200 kilometers, steeper, more angle, more angle. So I wonder if I can find any information in the background here. Go. Oh no, I let myself drop too quick. Gotta let those engines fire up. So what are... I'm guessing the LRs are a series of rockets that Rocketdyne, sorry. What is going on? I'm just gonna go whilst we got good thrust, good throw. What is going on? What is going on? I think we're alright though. I am minorly speechless about what we're seeing. Giant rocket slamming into the floor. Hey Virgil, how's it going? Welcome. We were trying to design the Atlas. Should we return to the vehicle? We were trying to make the Atlas. I have been looking at some stuff in the background here, trying to figure out, open Atlas, thank you, what's been going on with why this doesn't work. And mostly it's down to the engine choices that we've got. Let's go LR. Can we please? LR. I think I'm having a small moment with my PC here. Just Give me a moment, give me a moment. So, the LR-105, a Kurlox gas generator sustained using the Atlas launch vehicle. Okay, like the Atlas booster engines, it is lit on the ground, but a bit after 2 minutes, the boosters are dropped and the Atlas continues under the power of the 105. So, LR-89s are the booster engines. Look, it says so here. And indeed, the way I was trying to set it up with them dropping after 2 minutes. So what was it? LR-89 was definitely what they said here. LR-89S. Let's just quickly search through them all, shall we? You never know. Why are these coming up with LRs? Anybody see something that would make it apply? Wait, we already know the XLR. Should have the Atlas body in the tank section. So we tried to have a look at that. Look, and you know they're balloon tanks, right? Look how tiny it is. I think the configuration for RSS didn't load, or something like that. And I don't have tweak scale, which I assume just wasn't part of the RSS loadout. Yeah, so like I'd love to use these, but they're wrong. So yeah, like I say, I don't seem to have tweak scale, which I've just followed the instructions for the. Wait, let me just check CCAN in the background. I mean, we're not reloading the game. I can't get to CCAN in the background. All right, never mind. Wait, I should be able to pull my game out of the way. Hold up, it's in full screen window, so I can just click and see what we've got going here. So we're going to go with this for now. But more importantly is the engine choices. Which seem to have worked out rather well. Sorry, let me just do this again. Come on, game. You can do it. It doesn't like the search function. I don't know why it's so bad at the search function. I wonder if any of these others can be upgraded for. It's almost got to be, right? But again, we go and slam these down. Wait. Like so. We make sure that they are the engines that can do. What's the word that I'm looking for here? RP1. I had to keep clicking until I found the thing. Just my brain had gone blank. I've been doing a lot of studying today. I'm very tired. Very, very tired. I'm just trying to see if any of them give more kilonewtons. But again, this is the top one here. This is the top one right here. So even when we slam both of these together, we got 0.16. I'm like, what is that? That cannot be true, right? Surely that is a glitch, a miscalculation. Something is not right here, and we're gonna go check it out. You know what? That's not great, but it's pretty good. I'll take this for now. We don't have any fuel feed or anything like that sorted. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them. Hey, Prissy, how's it going? We will again go look in the tank menu in a moment. Sorry, I only just saw your comment. Wow, my stream is like behind here. Let's slow you down. I don't know. It reckons it can. I don't know. 3, 2, 1, go. Engines. Thrust. There's push. Oh, it lied to me. Blatantly, it lied to me. Okay, we'll figure out the fuel flow. Kind of what... hold in place, please. Kind of what I want to do, actually, is make these ones on the side almost completely decorative. And then we have tiny little tanks on the bottom, and we have the fuel flow going from this big tank to the side tanks. And then when I do want to drop the engines, I can just drop them without any like worry that I'm losing all of this liquid here. Yeah, I think that's how we kind of like hack the system, because that's not long enough. That is just straight up not. Now we could do more and do this, that, and the other. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. We're just. hacks it. But first, let's go and have a look at that tank and see why it is we can't do the thing. What is this? The EAA. That's the editor extension. This thing. I don't know why it keeps popping up. Kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Tanks. Balloon, as is traditional. Let's connect it. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups all of a sudden. Let's connect it, else it probably won't do it because of that. Mutilization. Let's just open. Ooh, okay. All right, I found it. All right, you got it. You know what you're talking about, and I don't. Okay, let's change this to Atlas. We'll call this Atlas Custom, and we'll come back and work this one. Because I do like the idea. I think I like the idea more of us working it out than of using a predetermined part. But let's go see. I literally just saved. Let's do it again though. And now we will. That one. And RO parts. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's think. What do we want here? We know that it's 3 meter diameter. Is that it? I mean, it's kind of boring, right? It's kind of boring. Nose into stage, mounting stage. You have to put the right boat tail, though. What boat tail? One of these. Apollo, no. Apollo, no. Is it going to be one? Ooh. It's going to be one of these. The problem is there's going to be like... We know which part, right? Like I can see it in my face on the cinema of the mind, the small screen that plays behind my eyes that nobody else can see. I can feel the part. I know roughly what it looks like, but I don't know whether we're gonna find it in any of these parts anywhere. It's integrated in the part. Cross feed, nose into mount into stage. No, MI, choose tanks. Select. Nope. What's this? Oh my gosh. What is this? Meters 3. I'm gonna go with the 3, even though we could do like the Atlas or whatever. Oh, this is probably not to play with right now. Probably not to play with. You say it's integrated in the part, right? Atlas in the search bar. What, up here or down here? I'm just going to keep looking through here and see what we got. I mean, the Atlas map. Oh, wrong way up. Can't turn it off by wait. SLS. What happens here? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, maybe Atlas was right. It looks horrible. I'm not sure that's... Surely that's the nose. They're all these. Wow, look at this. So many. Oh, R7? No, I wanted to see. Okay. Alright. There's a whole bunch of stuff to play with here. I don't know how I'm going to know how to select it. But this is good for the moment. This is good. Okay, now we want... Let me double check, man. LR 105s. No. Up here, 101, 105. Boop. And then... the 89s. No side mounts? It does look the wrong way, doesn't it? I agree. What is it? Textures? Okay, these are cool. Mount textures, yeah. Oh, okay, so you just change these here. Okay. Oh, that's very cool. So we're just having a look through. 6 engine. I don't know how many they're going to be, but it's going to be a lot. And you got little rotation settings up there, which I assume is this. If I, yeah, look at that. That's nice. Put it back to 0. Oh, no, I don't want the nose. That's the only problem here, is like things change size. If I put it down here, does it keep it in the right sort of orientation? Man, there are a lot, like a lot. Look at all of these. Woo-wee. I tell you what, we're going to have to play with a bunch of these at some point. Okay, I mean, so that's alright. Put a tank on it to make the nose, then put a decouple and disable it and make it really small. Put a tank on top of it to make a nose, then put a decoupler. What are you trying to line me up to do here? Add an extra engine? Because I know how to just add an extra engine, but like, surely this should have extra. What's the word I'm looking for? Mounts, points, nodes. Should have a thing. Because I could just, we just throw some decouplers down and make that right. In fact, we should be able to do it. The 0.6, it's hard to know, because obviously with all these extra parts, procedural. It won't attach like that. Now in this instance, I would pull out a cubic octagonal, but I don't know if that's what it wants us to do. I'm gonna try it anyway. There will be somewhere a key that I want to press. Okay, and then we use this part. And we got detachable engines right there, which honestly is probably the way to do it. Lol. I'm not sure about this. Thank you very much, but I'm not gonna watch a vid in the middle of stream. We will probably just make our way through it with the power of. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a type of comedy. Improvisation. There we go. I have been up for a long time, it turns out. I am not about it. We're gonna save this as the Atlas as intended. Alright. We'll save that for now. And we will come back to it. It will be a thing. It will be a thing. But we're kind of close with this. So cameras. We're kind of close with this. So I'm gonna try and we're gonna shrink this down. Okay, 10 millimeters. That is tiny. I don't know if I can attach a pump to that. A fuel line to that. Then I'm just gonna add. Some like dead tank, just some dead tank. What's the lowest? It obviously doesn't say. None of them actually have weights because they are procedurally made, so they're not going to have mass behind them. Okay, 1, 2, and then we'll just something like that. Can I? I know the mistake I've made here. Let's take that off. Take that off. Put these on here. Oh, there we go. I know how to make a rocket, and we go all the way up there. Okay, all right. That looks hacked. Robotics. Where are fuel lines? I want you to go there. Did that copy it out too? It did. It did. Okay. I think we've got a better looking rocket now. Well, a better functioning rocket. We'll see. ISOGrid is the lightest, but we're making an old school one where they only had balloon tanks. So we're just going. Oh, because I just want. Nah, it's fine. Whatever. Okay, remember we are aiming for 200 kilometer apoapsis, something like that. Not the 100 kilometers that I keep aiming for. We don't have as much fuel in the tank as I thought we did. I know what I'm going to do. No, not river. We're gonna put fuel in that tank. Yo, Landstrider, my buddy, how has it been, man? Going well. I have a big exam tomorrow morning, but other than that, yeah, doing very well. Thank you, doing very well. Let's fill those. We're playing a bit of real scale solar system. What I'm actually doing, this is all a big long ploy to put some videos together. Let me get my you. Yeah. All right, this is. So this right here is a list of all the Mars missions that have ever left the floor. I think any of them not left the floor. I don't know. Anyway. Here's a whole bunch of Mars missions, and I would like to make a video series at some point detailing all of these missions. So far, I have gone through and made the Mjolnir rocket, that's like basically the Soyuz. Oh, I've done something weird. So basically the Soyuz, and now I'm going through making the Atlas LV3, which is... Well, there's not one of those. Those are the Atlas rocket family. This thing, Atlas Agena. So yeah, as I say, so that I can do a whole series of videos talking about Mars missions, because Mars missions are cool. At least I think so. Anyway, I'm going to turn up the priority of these. I want these to be empty as quick as possible, and then everything else should just take liquid oxygen, RP1 liquid oxygen, RP1 liquid. Okay, all right, okay, we are good. We got some more fuel. We got 8,000 in the tank. Technically, I should be able to do it. Technically. Historical, yeah. It's all very good. But mostly, as always, we're just blowing stuff up, you know. Need an extra 10,000. Yeah, I mean, you should be able to make it, but yeah, no. Especially with my flights. Maybe we'll try widening, because we got. Let me just check some stats here, right? Because like it's a 10 meter diameter central tank, right? But it's also 14 across this way. That means we've got 2 meters to play with here, and I think I've only got maybe a 1 meter tank. Yeah, all right. Let's as always. Hey, Landstrider, it's good to see you, man. We are in and out of the VAB like you would not believe. Okay, I said we were going to make these bigger. Let's just go 2. Let's not even play. I feel like these might actually be too big. Do I be playing? Can I say I don't like it? Can I say I just don't like the way it looks? Maybe. I want to turn this down and that down and then that up. Okay, we'll see. There's still only 8.4. Are you kidding me? We got these feeding in. Again, it actually is much in the same way that it's the thrust to weight is not going to be right, because it doesn't know. Wait, is that right now? Has it sorted it out? Have we now got too much? I don't know. We're just going to try. Virgil was telling me that we just will not make it. I'm willing to show that I'm wrong on stream. I don't mind about that. I don't mind about that at all. We ready? We going? We got to work on this shape. We got to extend this nose cone, bring it in a bit, like stuff like that. But that's for later on. We got the launch clamps. We got 3, 2, 1, go! Atlas side took fuel from the Centaur tank. Oh, we're gonna touch the floor. We'll bounce. Yeah, no, I think it might have given us the right to weight ratio readout there. I didn't think it would ever get that right, but it did. It's kind of hilarious. I don't think I've seen a rocket take off so slowly in my game before. Okay, maybe 1.5 meters rather than 2. Maybe 1.5. takes from the center, but the original one didn't have a center. It had an Agena, and I don't know whether it took from those or not. I mean, this is not going anywhere. I think we could all admit that. I think we're all happy with knowing that it's not going anywhere. I've doubled the time. We'll see where we end up. I don't know. We like test launches here. We like test launches. Did everybody else watch the Starship test launch this week? Great fun. The flight of the flap is the only way to say it. Like that little flap was holding in there. It was doing the business. I'm gonna press that button. You know what? Mission time is coming up to 1.5, 2 meters. We should have had these. Oh look, they're already. Oh, interesting. So according to the real Atlas mission profile, at this point I would then drop that. Look at my speed. There is not a chance that we're going to get up to speed in time. How did they do that then? I think I'd be better off carrying on burning up to an apoapsis of 220. Something like that, and then dropping, and then using this sustainer engine to take me the rest of the way. Yeah, maybe. Interesting that we've only gone through half the fuel, still got 9. The Delta V readouts in RO really intrigue me. They're never right. They're never even close to right. Or if they are, I just don't understand the method they use for calculating it. Have you got the right engine size? According to Wikipedia, according to the Atlas page, yeah. You have to use magic. I never know where things are in this place, unfortunately. I know we've got this thing that tells us, where is it? This tells us how terrible we're doing. I mean, gravity losses aren't that bad. Steering losses are terrible. But at this point, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But yeah, I don't know where. Maybe utilities? No. Vessel info? There we go. Nope, not in there. Delta V status. There we go. Can I? Man, my click-through blocker is not working for some reason. Include cosine losses. Ooh, that's a number that that's a phrase that I don't like looking at. DHMS, short stats, long stats. Okay, all right, full stats. That's an interesting way to lay it out. Okay. It still says 7,000. That's interesting. Okay, let's try it without dropping the boosters. I'm just going to go from this. Do you know the ISP for... I don't know the ISP for the real engines, which is unfortunate. I mean, these are an ISP of like 220, something like that. Did I want to reduce my tank size? No, we're just going to do this. I'm going to go up. I'm going to 10 degree at some point. 3, 2... Oh, the engines take so long to wear up. Oh, wait, no. It helps if I put the throttle up. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, yeah, no, I should have shrunk the engine. So, oh, well. Not the engine, the fuel tank, sorry. Because whatever extra fuel I've got here right now, I'm definitely wasting by lifting it. Like, look at this. Look at this. I'm kind of down though. Okay, like I say, we'll hold it. 5 degrees. 5 degrees might be too much. Picking up some speed though. And then I'm going to carry it on here to, I don't know, 250 apoapsis, something like that. Let's get rid of that. There's no need for that. Yeah, so I feel like we're about to see the weirdness of the Delta V readouts because of the way that I've hooked up the engines here. Because it is a weird way of hooking up engines, you know? Who would want all the fuel to empty out of these, and then we use the inside tank to fuel all 3 engines until we decide that we're good enough? You know, that is a funny way of doing things, as is my way. I think it's the Atlas Agena D. Let me have a look. Cause the A only flew like 3 missions, something like that. 4 launches, 2 successes, 2 failures. The D is the stage, but it's really just the Atlas launch vessel that I'm working from. So I was clicking in the wrong place. See if we can find what we're looking for here. Yeah, no, it doesn't tell me the engines, unfortunately. One Bell Aerospace 8247, but that's the top engine. That is the top engine, and that's not. That was pretty sharp turn there, but I'm gonna take it. Let's have a look at our orbital parameters right here. Looking good. It's alright, Virgil. I think you've misunderstood what type of KSP player I am. I'm not looking like I have done. If you go look in my channel, I have done the best of the best stuff. I don't care about that anymore. I'm just throwing parts together and watching stuff explode. And I explode because we do go where we want to go most of the time. We'll see where we're going here. I feel like we had a better takeoff last time. I'm definitely going in to shrink the type of fuel tanks on the side here. Okay, 170, 130. It gets to 250, I'm going to drop. Now, I really would have preferred this number to be a much smaller one. Maybe we'll actually push this up to 300. Don't turn the engines off. That is the thing to remember. You will not relight them if you turn your engines off. Okay, away they go. We are going to be short. I've only got about 8,000, 9,000 meters in there. I think it used the solid fuel for the bottom stage. I disagree there. I think I disagree. Oh, I hear some. Yeah, propellant, RP1 and LOX, and yeah, boosters, thirst stage. Yeah, it's all RP1 and LOX, which is like a type of kerosene RP1, right? I wish you could throttle down, but none of these engines throttle. So we're going to a highly eccentric orbit. We are definitely crashing down on the other side of the planet. Not a chance. So I went too high this time. I think I might have been able to make it though. Shall we try and configure MechJeb for an assisted ascent? You might do at some point. I don't know what this does. This attach altitude. Do you know how little documentation there is for this particular page right here? It's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult. Let's try and bring this down here. You go to the wiki for MechJeb, and it's like, oh no, you want MechJeb 2. And you go, okay, I'll go to the MechJeb 2 wiki, and it's like, no, this is out of date. You actually want to go check this other page. And you go, oh, it's under construction, and nobody's touched it for like 7 months. So which, like, fair, but why start a new project if you're not going to do it? Okay, let's check our orbit. It's feeling good. You know we're always doing well when I'm pointing down to the ground. Fix tanks first. Good idea. Very much a key here. I mean, we're gonna burn through this fuel. We're gonna see where we end up. Like, I definitely could have made it to orbit. Oh, not like that. I can't. Not at that angle. But yeah, like look at the wait. Jeb, where's the ascent stats? Look at this. So we wasted 1,000 on the gravity. The steering loss is also 1,000. I'm never not going to have steering losses. I am not good enough to be able to fly in a perfect gravity turn. That ain't going to happen. It'd be really nice if I could keep just behind my apoapsis. That's where my fuel would be most efficient. Getting close to like 7 kilometers a second, which you know is a good speed. It's a good speed. It's not quite where we need to be, but it's pretty good. We are going for a trip a little bit round the planet. Really earning the eye of the ICBM, you know. Oh, excuse me. Let me grab a little drink here. Stage 4. Oh, there will be something that burns solids. What is that? 1 star. Ah, this is it. This is as far as we got. And somehow... Oh, wait. No, I am up. I'm good. We did it. Woo! I told you you could do it. I told you. I've got to put my headphones down and go open the window. It's got rather hot in here. Apologies about that. Okay, let's go and tweak that tank because I think that would do us well. Let's just make sure we don't crash into the planet anywhere. Alright, that's an orbit. Yay, we did it. I'm actually going to revert to vehicle assembly. That's good. You only need 7.5. And also dodgy like this here completely messes with everything. Diameter 1.5. Let's try that instead. I think that's gonna be better. Should have left it for priority. You do? Go and look up the ISS orbital velocity. Like there's obviously stuff. Yeah. Anyway, yes. Wait, can I show you? How do we look here? Okay, so according to this, wait, how do I bring this up for you? That one? Yeah. So according to this, I got red square somewhere. Where are no? That's just the bigger version. Red square, bring you up. Please let me. No. Oh, okay, we'll do it that way. According to this number right here, only takes 9 kilometers. Why can't I click my red square? 9 kilometers. There we go. I'm sure that's very enlightening for you. But yeah, I think more curve on the tip. That's what. Yes. Offset. Which way does it offset? Okay, we can do this. 5. I pressed the RS build aid. I don't want. Go away, please. Thank you. What does 4 do then? I don't want to play with stuff and find out. Like that. Oh, that's not what I want, is it? Let's lengthen. Can we go pointy? That's getting better. Still not quite though, is it? Do I want to shorten this by 0.5 meter and then lengthen this by 0.5 meter? Now, obviously, what we actually want is much smoother here. Much smoother here. Yeah, we could totally go up more. Looking at the rocket. Yeah, all right, go on. Let's do it. This one, two. Yes. Please, let me do stuff. Okay, there we go. Hey, Go Space SRS, how are you doing? Welcome. The Atlas is a beautiful rocket. It is a beautiful rocket. We've just tweaked some designs. We tried to make it look a little bit better. I think, indeed, Landstrider, you are right. That looks so much better. Do we want to try and launch something? I kind of just want to go for the 1 meter satellite bus again. I can't help but feel like it's a pretty good rocket to launch. There, and then we can put this fuel in here. I don't want the nitrogen. No, such a terrible fuel choice. Whoever decided that? I don't know. I'm not really. What was it? Oh, it's hydrogen. Hydrogen is really bad to work with. I don't know which one I really want to take, but all I'm noticing is that with nitrogen we get 51 seconds of ISP as opposed to this MMH NTO or whatever. Like, I don't know what these are. What's Mon 3? What's Mon 10? But I feel like that's what I want to use. Tech level all the way. Any reason not to? Nobody tells me. Okay, that there. We still need to figure out the fairings because I just don't get fairings in this game. Is it payload? It's payload. We got to put one of these ring bases down. Oh, yeah, like that. And then this. Yeah. Okay, I got it. I totally know what I'm doing every step of the way. Don't question me. There. Do the fairings come with decouplers? Am I going to end up with a craft stuck in orbit and unable to decouple? Because that would be hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I would find it very funny. Something's wrong up top. Have I not changed the fuel type? Hello. How are you doing? You. That's a lot worse. Like I know we've just put a ton of rocket on top, but man, that's a lot worse. Maybe I shouldn't. You think the booster cut? We go back. HTTP works nice. Aerozine. Let's try HTTP. I literally, like I say, I have no idea. Like real fuels is a little beyond me. Do we have HTTP? There we go. 157. Yeah, why not? I mean, they're all as good as each other to me. And then helium to keep it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm still surprised how little fuel we've got. I know we. I'm going to lengthen this back out to 9, but I just don't think that's it. I use the mech jab, yeah. I mean, again, we know this doesn't really read out well because of this weird interface here. We're going from thing. Okay, up there is out of thing. Yeah, it's still not great, is it? I'm going to save it. We're going to take a suck it and see approach. Let's find out. The booster code, yeah. I mean, we'll figure out aesthetics. It'd be nice to FSBWV, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome as we take the Atlas off. Oh, I wish I'd made the nose cone a little pointier. This will do for now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I keep forgetting there's engine ignition. Blast off. Hey, we're at least making it away this time. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to pull this open, and we're going to watch the Delta V statistics change as I stage and do some weird stuff. Because, I mean, my rocket do be crazy like that. Let's speed up time. Let's watch my computer cry. Was this red already? To be fair, being on the planet does cause some issues, right? It never likes it. It's always like, oh, I'm trying to render so many triangles, and I just want to do trajectories instead. It's like, yes. We know. What's SLT? What's that? I don't know. DHMS. I don't know what any of these mean. We should probably find out at some point. Moving at 250 meters per second, I'm going to now go prograde. If anything, that's a little late in my turn, but I'm willing to accept this. I'm also going to bring up the the ascent stats. Let's have a look and see what we're mostly what are these steering losses? That's pretty immense. Maybe I should have just kept going with what I was doing. might have been better. Okay, 50, 60, 70. Okay, this is good. Maybe we are once again going a little bit too high. But we got 100-kilometer apoapsis again at 250. I am going to drop the tanks. Yeah, just making sure they were empty. I think it's good. 250. I'll just drop them like that. And what happened to my Delta V reader? Went back up to 6. That's pretty good. We are definitely short. Last time we were here, we had like 7 in the tank. So we can but hope. It would have been nice to get the 250 with being a bit flatter in our trajectory. Like, I'd like to just steer over this way now, as we're out of the atmosphere. But this is ridiculous, like, steering. I don't even know what the gravity losses are doing at this point. I wouldn't even know how to, like, think about it. Okay, all right, thank you very much. A sea level to weight ratio. That's cool. Why isn't this reading an amount of fuel? I did change the fuel type, right? Yep, that is reading fuel types. I do not know why we're at the point we're at. I also need to figure out where's aircraft at autopilot. Look at this. Don't want an altitude, heading 90, roll. It doesn't let me do pitch hold, does it? Can I play with the PIDs? I don't want to play with the PIDs. Yeah, all it does is the vertical speed hold. Okay, that's not the one I want. Which one does horizon hold? That's what I really want. I'm at ×2 and trying to control. That's not good. We go vastly out of control if I start doing that. Oh, it's all about the TLAs, mate. All about the TLAs. Every now and then. So my girlfriend works in housing. Man, do they have the acronyms. She keeps coming, I'm like, don't come at me with your TLAs. And she's like, what? It's like, exactly. And then she thinks I'm a horrible person. I'm like, yeah, well, I joke about things. Okay, so we've made it to 5.5 kilometers per second. It's pretty fast. It's not the fastest we want to be. It's pretty good, though. It's pretty good. We've got a 400-kilometer apoapsis, give or take. We're about a minute away from that. That's fine. It's going away ahead of me, though. That's cool. Look, my fuel tank says it's empty, but we are still pumping out another ½ kilometer of speed here. I might very well be making it to our next What did I not bring? What? Huh? What? Anybody? It's loose. Oh, well, you go. Oh, now we got ullage problems, right? No, it shouldn't. No control. Ah! Excuse me. That's painful. That's classic issue there. Antenna. Well, welcome to the re-entry. It's crazy. So, like, we talk. Sorry, during the last week, I did a lot of research on the Molnir, the R7, Sputnik, Soyuz, stuff like that. And one thing that I never considered is that Sputnik was not a no luck on DNA. Oh, you're finding definitions for me. Thank you so much. Sputnik was an unpropulsed. It lacked propulsion. Sputnik was just basically a dead bit of junk, right? You know, it had a radio antenna, but it couldn't move around, which meant that the R7 that it was launched on was there with it. That's great. Obviously, like, they drift apart. They're different masses. The aero grabs them differently. They separated apart rather quickly. But it just never occurred to me. Use procedural avionics. They have communications included. Oh my gosh. You're saying words at me there, my friend. I would like to know what you mean, but I'm not sure I know. I don't want the egg, cone egg. That is not that shape. I'm looking at this picture. Wait, can we do this comparison again? Is this something I can set up? Get in there. Pull back. Get rid of that. Not you. That's you lot. Hello. How you doing? Actually, I don't even want that window. Changing stuff live. That one. Okay, right. We got this picture here. If I can move this out of the way. Wait, save. Do they look the same to you? According to the game, that's an atlas shape. That's some good. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't even go with that. It's not integrated enough, you know? Not integrated. Okay, let's close that back down. My C-can in the background going nuts here. 12.5, thank you. Alright, cool. Atlas recut. Ooh. I mean, we've also got the thing there, but that's fine. That's fine. I had more important things to do than play around with nose cones. Now, I'm being told the avionics package is probably a better one, but unfortunately, wait, what's that already in there? What? Why would this not? K-band, right? That's the one that we use to talk. Ooh. Oh my gosh, what is this? Yep. Alright, enough of that. I will look at that another day. That's a bit much for my fragile little brain today. I have been doing too much other stuff. Communication. I'm literally just gonna slap that there. Has this got what we want? Has this got what we need? Will that do it? Is this pointable? Is it? I only chose it because of the colour. I gotta be honest. I might even just slap 2 of these on here just to be sure. Weight constraints, what are they? Oh, I've lost my fairing cover. What did I do with it? Where did I put it? It's around here somewhere. Payload fairing. Scroll down. Payload, not aerodynamics. Payload. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. So we've got this fairing in the wrong place. This is this gonna work? I'd like to hot stage. Let's be honest. I'd like to hot stage. I can't hot stage. They all just go at once, don't they? They all just go at once. Okay, let's see what happens here. It was going so well. My poor PC during the load. I could probably fry an egg on it right now. Engine ignition. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Crawl off. You know, it's all right. We're going. We are moving. I suppose that's the important thing. Let's try and turn in the right direction so that when we want to, we can just press prograde and we'll start falling in the direction that we do want to. That's probably not going to happen until like 40, 50, 100 meters per second. I don't know exactly. I know if I do go too soon, then we end up fighting too much atmosphere, and it's a problem. If I go too late, we end up in a ridiculously high orbit, which, yeah, that's fun. It's fun. Let's try 60. Let's see what happens. No, 60 is never going to be enough, but we will start falling over sideways, so we can start adding a little bit more speed to the situation. It's what we need. Would you believe? As I keep telling everybody, whoever asks me, and you know that's becoming an increasingly smaller crowd. The orbit is sideways, not upwards. If you try to go upwards, you will make it to space. Don't get me wrong. You're not staying there, though, are you? You are coming back down. It's one of those situations where what comes up will come back down. And people are like, oh, yeah, well, what about orbit then? It's like, well, have you got a perfectly circular orbit? Because if you don't, you go up to apoapsis and you come down to periapsis. And the saying holds, they just didn't come back down to the ground, right? But no one ever specifies the ground in that particular saying, and maybe we should, as a society, become more conscious of such things. I am slowly getting sunned out. I'm slowly losing the ability to see my second screen. I need to turn sideways and try and get more. I need to find how, for starters, how to change my launch site. It's not the way that I know how to change launch site, so I have to play around with it a little bit. Because we've got several places we need to launch from. We've got the Molniya, so we need to launch from Baikonur. Baikonur? I never know really how to pronounce it. My Russian accent is terrible, would you believe? So I mostly don't even try. Okay, we've got apoapsis of 69, nice. Pushing up to 70, 80 just hit. Hopefully we'll make our way up to 100, 200. I feel like I don't really need to do any more steering. Let's get some MechJeb stats up. I mean, what's our delta V wheel out? 4.5. I don't know what's going to happen when I change that, but the ascent stats are what I'm interested in. As long as we can keep this number and this number relatively low, I like the chain, the reduce of the drag here. Why does the SAS keep going on and off? Oh, I pushed too early. Sorry, I saw a 2 here, and for some reason my brain was like, 200, go! It's like, no, we're not at 200 now. Thankfully, 203. I wanted 250, but maybe, because we were getting too far away last time, maybe this time we'll actually be able to get closer to our orbit that we want to. That would be cool. Be very, very cool. Can I eject these jettison fairing? Oh, you can. I was kind of hoping to do both, but you know that's fine. I guess we'll do it this way. How do we make sure that you are? I don't want to use the word conscious, but awake. You know, how do I make sure my probe is doing what the probe should be doing? I would like to know. Welcome to 140 kilometers. The dulcet tones of orbit have started. Not that we're actually in orbit. Suborbital, vacuum. The dulcet tones of vacuum. Though, of course, vacuum is also one of those contentious issues where, like, really? Are you really in vacuum? It's one of the crazy things that we as humans, as far as we know, like, you know, obviously almost everything that I say during these streams has the little qualifier "as far as we know" attached to it somewhere. But it's crazy that, like, some of the coldest places in the universe, some of the most empty places in the universe, all right here on Earth, we made them. You know, like, even intergalactic space has, you know, X number of hydrogen atoms per cubic meter or whatever. It could even be 1, right? Actually, I'm not. Now that I've said that, I'm not sure that we've beaten intergalactic space. I know we've done better than almost any galactic space in the the giant chamber that NASA's got, the giant vacuum chamber. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I know they've done really well there. They might not have done intergalactic, as I say, but definitely a tighter vacuum than you're ever going to experience in any solar orbit. Because the sun, I don't know if you're aware of this, is constantly losing its outer atmosphere. It constantly throwing solar wind off. It's quite a dense stream of particles as well. Anyone who was lucky enough to see the Northern Lights those months ago, weeks ago, however long it was. Time is but an illusion to me, after all. If anybody was lucky enough to see the aurora, that was like, you know, straight being spat out the side of the sun. That's not quite true. Half of it was being spat out by the sun, and the rest was the interaction with the atmosphere. Was that half interacting with the other half in the atmosphere? Make some nice colours and stuff. It's cool. But mostly I was saying that a lot of stuff comes out of the sun. Which is kind of crazy. Like, you know, think about how much extra stuff Earth picks up. And actually, I heard the other day. Now, this is just someone online talking some rubbish. I haven't gone and looked at the numbers myself. But it was something like the amount of atmosphere that we lose every year is double the amount of space rocks that fall on us. You know, the Earth is ever so slightly every time getting a little bit lighter, which is crazy. And, you know, compared to man, I don't actually know how much Earth weighs, to 10 to the 20 something. I actually know the Sun is 2 times 10 to the 20 to the 30. So I know that off the top of my head because I've had to use that number a lot for preparing for my my exam. It's amazing how much of astrophysics we're just doing in, like, that star over there weighs so many suns, because that's just so much easier to compare stuff rather than to try and weigh stuff absolutely. Oh, Forrest, if you're out there, you asked me last time, why is Kelvins not degrees? Degrees are when you're comparing one thing to another thing. For instance, a full circle to 360 degrees. There's the full to 360, or Celsius and Fahrenheit were both comparing to various freezing points of water, whereas Kelvin is an absolute scale, and that's why we don't give it degrees. Same with radians. It's an absolute number. You've got a certain number of things. It's not a certain number of comparisons. Oh yeah, I told you I'd look it up for next week, and here we go. I found out why some things are degrees and some things are not. Oh, we are so close to the orbit. We are so... Okay, can we do it? Can we launch? Why aren't you launching? Why don't we have connection? Does this not have connection? Have I completely disabled this somehow? Oh my god, I am such an idiot. I mean, I'm going to blame you all as well, y'all. No one called me out for this. But I feel like a bit of an idiot. I'm like, it's got connection. Why can't we make connection with the ground? There's definitely radio down. So it turns out that the Atlas can launch whatever this mass is here. Should we find out what this is? Press M. Craft probe 2.28 tons. You know, 2.25 thousand kilos. Easy. You just gotta hope. I mean, could you imagine this in a space program where you forgot to send power? Power! You know, I never thought about it. Is Sputnik battery powered? Was Sputnik battery powered? I know, yeah. You know what? I've never. Questions. Alright, what I'd like to see, and I don't know whether this is a real thing or not, but I'd like to see satellites with great big long wires coming out the back of them, so long that they actually interact with the charged environment around them, and use that to. Can we please just put you there? Okay, cool. And use that to charge their batteries. You know, like if there's some EM radiation around, like there is everywhere around the Earth, there's always electromagnetic radiation. We just make it. We can't help ourselves. We flood everywhere with it. Then that means that will make an electron run up and down a wire, and an electron moving anywhere is power. I mean, power is yeah. We'll go with that anyway. Whew, okay. I have put solar power. You know what? I should have put battery on there as well. I'm going to go back. Is there anything else that we need to attach? Maybe a light? Maybe a light wouldn't go amiss. So battery and light, and then we call it good. And then we launch, and we say yay. If it makes it all the way to orbit. Like, surely, like, this is technology demonstration finished. Surely. We've managed to get it into orbit. You? Yeah, you'll do right there. I'll have 2 of those. Yeah, totally not awkward, just sat on a corner like that. There we go, that's what we want. That is how you make a decent spaceship. Lights. If I was going to put lights, I would put them in utility. Why is this? The LRV? I didn't know that was a thing. Airlock. Spotlight. There we go. That's all I want. And we're just going to put a few of them. I hate working inside fairings. A few of them being 6, right? We got a 6-sided satellite. Maybe I want to put it here, and then I can just use. There we go. That is how we make it look good. And save. Oh, suddenly everything updated all in one go. Did I miss something? So, Sputnik 1 was powered by 3 silver zinc batteries, were designed to operate for 2 weeks. Okay, alright, cool. Sorry, my chat had not updated for a while. Maximum Kelvin, as far as we know, not, but there is a point where everything just doesn't, like, becomes unreadable, you know? Like, if you've got electron moving close to the speed of light. Can you take its temperature? 3, 2, 1, go! No, engine ignition. Go. Gotta remember that part. Gotta remember. You comment about the sun being a big ball of fire and solar wind just the smoke. Kind of. So I always like to remind people, and I'm fairly sure you know this anyway, that the nuclear fuel inside the sun is not burning. Burning is the breaking and reforming of oxygen bonds in particular, whereas nuclear is the nuclear power. It just because that came up. I did. Why can't I scroll this? There we go. Oni is a trouble. To change launch sites, go to the tracking station and click the launch site. Boom, thank you. That's it. What happens if you click that? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm catching up with comments because it just hadn't caught up, and now I need to catch up. Hopefully this will just fly itself. There's a ball of fire, of course. That's right. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Got to see the aurora semi frequently when you're in university in Fairbanks. Yeah, I bet, mate. Wow. Yeah, as I say, I don't think there is a maximum kelvins, but there is a point where any of your measuring devices will just melt. But also, once you've disassociated all the gas into plasma, it kind of temperature and speed become a bit indistinguishable from each other. Yeah, the problem is temperature is a human thing. I think I want to say obviously thermodynamics is a thing and there's a whole, but we talk about the flow of heat and how things feel to us, but really it's just a bunch of atoms moving fast or slow or wiggling hard enough to let off infrared radiation, which is where black body radiation comes from, and stuff like that. The wiggling hard enough to let off radiation is definitely one of the things that really intrigues me, because to me, when I think about how light is created, look at it, I don't think about the sun because that's crazy complicated. But I think about electrons around the outside of atoms. They jump up a level, they jump down a level, and when they jump down, they release some magnetic radiation, electromagnetic radiation in the form of a photon, right? But that's not even beginning to touch on all the different ways that light is made. And I think I want to make a video about that. I desperately want to make a video about that, actually. Making science understandable for toddlers, cool. I saw a meme, Fahrenheit is how people feel, Celsius is how water feels, and Kelvin is how molecules feel. Yeah, I mean, the problem is anyone outside of the US doesn't get that Fahrenheit is how people feel, because we all grew up feeling Celsius, right? Though that, again, is not entirely true. I'm part of one of the last generation. I'm not sure whether Forrest remembers being told temperatures in Fahrenheit. It was super far ago. Oh wait, we've reached the booster stage. Over 35 years, something like that, since I last heard someone talk Fahrenheit. But we have talked Fahrenheit here. Is this gimbling? Is there steerage going on? Laughs in not American, yeah. To be fair, all our countries have high points and low points, and I'm not talking geographically, right? It's just, as always, the larger the what's the word? The larger the influence, the more you see what's going on under the covers, right? So, for instance, something that I was watching on Fraser Kane's channel, he got Marcus House and Scott Manley, I'm sure you know who these people are, in to have a chat about Starship. And they took a little detour and talked about the Chang'e 5 missions that went to the moon, doing amazing stuff, right? They're on the dark side of the moon. They're doing core and drilling operations. They're bringing stuff back. The Chinese Space Agency at the moment is going ham. And then you got Boeing, helium leak, rah, rah, rah. But actually, let's take a step back. You could have made the Boeing launch look as smooth as any of the American ones, right? I've heard that KSP2 has just updated, but I also hear it's horrific on the system. Unfortunately, literally as I was starting to stream, people were like, "Oh, it's coming," and I'm like, I can't do it now. I can't do it. But yeah, so like we know all these horrors with Boeing, right? But that's because Boeing is an open company, right? Watched that vid before. Yeah, exactly, Virgil. And it's a really good point. It is a really good point that the American system, I think is the way I want to say it. The Americans are confident enough in what they are doing that they will let the world hear them mess up, because they will do it again and they'll do it fine. You know, like, whereas other slightly less open space agencies, less transparent ones, is it fear that stops them sharing their stuff? Yeah, who knows? A friend of a friend, whenever someone posts about the superiority of metric, posts the following: there are two kinds of countries, those that use metrics and those that have landed people on the moon. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, and as always, like, measuring systems are just measuring systems. It doesn't matter. As long as you know what you're talking about whilst you're talking about it, and you can convey what you're talking about to someone else, which is where metric comes in. But, you know, like, that's fine. You know, I come from one of the glorious countries that managed to smash a robot onto the face of Mars because we didn't use the right systems, right? Okay, like, it happened. Beagle, beautiful. It's on my... Wait. Let me find it here. I know you're here somewhere. I might have to search for it. Phobos, Viking. Oh, am I not... Oh, engine stopped. B... Nah, okay, there we go. I had to search for it, sorry. Let me just get back to... Oh, someone's joined the Discord. Hello. Not that window. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Okay, so... Do you see it right in the middle there? There's on the Mars Express, you've got the Beagle 2. Lander failure. No, we slammed it into the surface. Slammed it into the surface. I don't know where Beagle was. I think Beagle 1 was an orbiter. No communication received after release from Mars Express. Orbiter images landed site suggests a successful landing, but two sound found. Oh, okay. It's not the one I thought it was. Maybe it was Beagle 1 that we slammed. Anyway, it was good stuff. The continuing trend of slamming stuff into Mars continues, right? Like, that's just the way. And I hope to do that as well. I need to look forwards. We need to probe, swap. Are we going? What now? It's not a Ullage thing, is it? Propellant stable, protected. What? Independent. Why is my throttle independent? Main throttle. There we go. Oh, I do not have. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're pointing in the right direction. That's all that matters. Are we going to make our way up to proper orbit? That's what we find out today. I've moved my thing. Shh. We talk about gyro. We won't talk about the gyros. We won't talk about... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the communication range. Okay, we've seen this before. I got excited then as well. I was like, oh, there's a new thing to look at. Okay, so we didn't do as well as last time. I suppose we got batteries and solar panels, but we didn't do as well as last time. But I just don't feel we're coming back today, you know? I think this is it. I think we got it. I didn't know Italy helped with the Chinese lander. That's cool. Honestly, but space is one of the places where we all just get to get along. All right, we get to have a good time, advance the sciences, which is always good, right? I'm surprised this isn't going better. Are we actually gonna make it? I feel like we should. We are so close. I'm going to start nosing up soon as well, which will help my apoapsis stay forwards. Oh, it's close. Is it the only place where they actually help each other? Mostly. Well, there's some good stuff going on with, like, I can't even say climate science, because, you know, that's always a bit of a mess, and nobody wants to help it. Yeah, all right, maybe it's just space. Maybe space is the only place where we help each other out. And it's not even like just space as in like putting things into space. It's only ever really the research, right? Because we all want the benefits of stuff that's far too expensive. China having a space race. I feel like that might be a slightly I'm gonna say the word naive, but I think you're not going to take offense to that, mate. I feel that might be a bit, yeah. Decades is massively ahead, but also have the Chinese government has been, I don't know whether it's government specific, but the Chinese culture has been sending their students out for international study for a long time now. And granted, like, America's got ITER and we've got Official Secrets Act and stuff like that. But once you understand physics, it's not hard to put the rest together from what's on the internet, you know? So I watched this guy, Andrew Bernard from PBS Space. PBS? Yeah, I think PBS. And he's like, look, you can just go and buy these. I'm not going to tell you how to control a rocket, because that's telling you how missile guidance works, right? That's cool. That's fine. I'm not expecting him to tell us about that type of stuff. But he's also like, look, have you seen this book that I bought off the internet? There's some code here that I can just put straight into a rocket and it's fine, which is also a rather interesting situation. And it's totally true. Like, that stuff is out there. That stuff is out. I'm not making it, and I can't gyro my way. Oh, I really thought we were going to do it. I mean, we probably are, to be fair. The question is, are we going to do it by the time I'm pointed the wrong way? Let's push the Kraken machine on a little more. Let's try and get some more speed. What is my current altitude? That's what really matters here. Okay, we're good. We're good. So we definitely need to go back and put... just say, China says we're going to put a military base on Mars. America's going to speed run it in a month. That would be great. Obviously, there would be connotations that aren't so great. But, you know, the last time America did anything, it was because they were afraid of another group, right? So let's let them push technology on again by being afraid of another group. I don't know. That's a wild generalization. I don't think that's a particularly fair statement to make. Oh, we might make it. Yeah, last week we played with the ascent guidance a fair bit. It liked to spin my rockets out quite a lot. We changed the trajectory angle, different heights and stuff. But I now understand real scale a lot better than I did last week. So we'll probably play with that again next week. Depending on what this KSP2 update looks like. If the KSP2 update is good, then we might go and play a little bit of that. But I doubt it. Let's be honest. 450. What are we going to call a good periapsis here? What are we calling a good periapsis? I think I kind of want to keep my... Wait, which way's the sun? There we go. I think I kind of want to keep my periapsis in the atmosphere. Do I just want to bring it out? I mean, we're definitely going all the way around now. 120, 130, 140. And with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. We built the Atlas. We launched stuff into orbit. Whew, we had good times. I will see you guys next time, where we're probably going to be working on... Wait, let me look at my list of stuff here. We're going to be working on the Aegina at the top, and then also the Centaur before we move on to the Proton. I don't know whether we'll do the Proton next week, but we'll definitely be doing the Aegina and Centaur. But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.